Bright Star Journey. Chapter 1, The Opportunity for Rebirth. In a brilliant light and scream, Song Jinwen stood in the center of the stage, and the camera in front of her was like countless sharp arrows, shooting her through. In this grand awards ceremony, her name became the focus of the audience. She was the heroine of the night, and the scenery of hundreds of millions of actresses was no longer a dream. However, behind all this is the rebirth of an ordinary woman named Song Jinwen. A year ago, she was still just an unknown newcomer in the team of 18th-tier small artists. Countless failures and blows made her almost give up. Until that day, a mysterious force took her into this whole new world. When she wakes up, she finds herself the she of her future, the star-studded actress. She still remembered the noble jewels she had overlooked, the power in the circle, and the mysterious god Sama who had opened a glorious path for her in this new world. It's just a rebirth, it's worth fighting. She whispered to herself. Chapter 2, The Guidance of the Gods. Song Jinwen opened her eyes, and what was in front of her was not a familiar environment, but a space shrouded in mist. She knew that this was the space created by the mysterious lord. You're finally awake. A flat tone sounded, with a faint coolness. She looked up and saw a man in an ancient black robe. His face was grim and his eyes were deep, as if he had seen the secrets of everything. Are you the gods? She asked, with a hint of challenge in her tone. The god smiled slightly, his hands swinging, and the space around her seemed to change, and the glittering jewels appeared in front of her. I am not of this world, but I can give you everything you need, as long as you follow my guidance. The Kami-sama's tone was calm, as if everything was taken for granted. Song Jinwen's heart moved, and she took a shining gem from the hand of the god. This gem, she knows, will be the starting point for her to step into the entertainment industry. She closed her eyes and remembered the memories of being in this world, the difference the jewel had made, the opportunity she had missed. I do. She whispered. Chapter 3, The Baptism of Showbiz. Song Jinwen, who re-entered the entertainment industry, quickly found that her situation was far more complicated than she imagined. Once unfavorable, she now has countless resources bestowed by the gods, whether it's top-notch jewelry, super endorsements, and even the personal contact information of the top directors in the film and television industry. She quickly became a competitor in the eyes of many artists. Countless peers cast dissatisfied eyes on her, and they were full of jealousy and doubts about her success. Especially those film and television bigwigs who have seen the jewelry and high-end endorsements that are easily shaken by her began to secretly suppress her. However, Song Jinwen didn't care about any of this. She knew that all this was her fate, and she also understood that what the gods had given her was not just external resources but strength and wisdom. This time, I won't miss it again. She whispered to herself in the mirror. She participates in every performance with her heart, not only on the stage, but also learns how to move freely in the entertainment industry. Whenever she is faced with a problem, she always finds a solution under the guidance of the gods. She not only improved her acting skills, but also began to occupy a place in the circle with her charm and wisdom. Chapter 4, The Temptation of Power. With the passage of time, Song Jinwen gradually stood at the top of the entertainment industry. Her fame became louder and louder, and she began to attract the attention of countless bigwigs. But at the same time, she also began to gradually realize that this circle is not so simple. One day, when she overheard a familiar name at a private party, she was shocked. That's her former CO director, Zhang Qingfen. She used to think that this was a like-minded and honest director, however, now she hears some secrets that no one knows. Zhang Qingfen, it turns out that the darkness behind him is so deep. She whispered to herself, a hint of coldness flashing in her eyes. She began to use the power bestowed by the gods to collect more information and gradually uncover Zhang Qingfen's conspiracy. And this is just the first challenge she has encountered in the entertainment industry. As seemingly mundane conspiracies unravel, she finds herself plunged into a deeper maelstrom of power. Here, betrayals, lies, and interests are intertwined, and every decision, no matter how big or small, can change her fate. Chapter 5, The Strongest Rival. At the same time that Song Jinwen's acting career was booming, she met her strongest opponent, Wen Ruyan. Wen Ruyan used to be her friend, but in the highly competitive entertainment industry, the friendship between her and Song Jinwen has long turned into an undead hostility. Wen Ruyan's strength is strong. She not only has superb acting skills, but also has a strong brokerage company. On top of that, she maintains an intimate relationship with the most powerful people in the entertainment industry, which makes her feel like a fish in water in the entertainment industry. Jinwen, your success is only temporary. One day, I will surpass you. Wen Ruyan's voice revealed a sense of provocation. Song Jinwen smiled indifferently. This game of open and secret fighting has just begun. She knew that this competition, no matter who won or lost, would eventually become a part of her life. Chapter 6, The Truth is Uncovered. As Song Jinwen gradually unravels the conspiracy in the circle, she finally discovers the most astonishing truth. the connection between Wenruyan and a mysterious boss. That big guy is the god who helped her back then. She couldn't understand and couldn't accept it all. Did everything the gods give her to make her the strongest actress, or to push her into an endless dark vortex? In the end, Song Jinwen chose to stand up, expose all lies, and let the truth be made public. She is no longer a simple artist, but has become a shocking force in the entire entertainment industry. Chapter 7, The Choice of Fate. When the truth of everything is revealed, Song Jinwen stands at a new starting point. She is no longer an 18th-tier artist who is tricked by fate, but has become the controller of her own destiny. Destiny is not all determined by destiny. She whispered to herself, "It's every choice that makes me who I am today." She smiles and strides towards the future. No matter how many challenges she faces, she will take the firmest steps towards the bright star path. Chapter 8, The Spark Burns the Plains. Song Jinwen never imagined that her name would one day become the banner of an industrial revolution. She is no longer just an entertainer, but an advocate for innovation in the entertainment industry. After exposing many unspoken rules and dark transactions in the entertainment industry, she was not only not banned, but won the support of countless emerging directors, creators, and independent media because of her persistence and transparency. At this time, the god who had given her a miracle at the beginning of her life, Zhu Yueshuo, finally reappeared, this time no longer with a lofty gaze, but with a hint of almost human regret. "I underestimated your free will, and I overestimated the resilience of this world." His voice was low, but there was approval in his eyes. "You once said that everything is arranged by fate, but you gave me the right to choose. What do you really want, to see me lose control or soar?" Her tone was calm, but her heart was already unwavering. "I've observed the same you on countless planes, only this time you violated my design." Zhu Yueshuo looked at her as if he was looking at a work of art that was out of control. "Then please remember me as the only being who shreds the script." The god dissipated into the silent wind, leaving only the gem she had originally acquired, the light of which was now gone, like dust falling to the ground. Chapter 9, Shoulder to Shoulder with the Actress. The queen of hundreds of millions of films, Xian Shulte, is the uncrowned empress in today's entertainment empire. Her acting skills are like gods, her background is like a mountain, and she never makes friends with others easily. However, she took the initiative to extend her hand to Song Jinwen. "You've made a hole, and now, it's time to widen the gap." The two teamed up to create a film that subverts the thinking of the industry, Desert Fire, which tells the story of a young girl who travels through the world of fate and finally crushes the god of fate with her true will. After the release of the film, it detonated the global market, and orders were placed in the interstellar entertainment market. This work not only allowed them to win the 3 major international film festivals, but also reshaped the understanding of star and creation in the entertainment industry. Chapter 10, Above the Star Track. Just when Song Jinwen was at the pinnacle of her life, a private invitation letter from another star was sent to her. The letter is stamped with a silver and black badge, which is the exclusive seal of the Institute of Interstellar Cultures. "Would you like to participate in an experiment called the Origin Algorithm? Goal: to find the starting point of initial free will." At this moment, she finally understood that Zhu Yueshuo had never disappeared, he had only changed from a god to an observer, and she had become the most important branch of observation. When she walked into the institute, she was surrounded by cultural carriers from various civilizations, alien languages, ancient Earth philosophy, and interstellar entertainment memory fields. She is no longer an actress, but the starting point of a phenomenon. Chapter 11, Truth and Re-Enlightenment. In the deepest part of the experiment, she saw countless pictures of the life of Song Jinwen, from peasant girls, female generals, rebellious girls, business wizards, and commanders who survived on the wasteland planet. Each one is familiar. She realizes that she is not simply reborn, but has already been implanted with multiverse fragments. Zhu Yueshuo's true identity is the weaver of order who maintains the stability of the virtual and real universe. And she is the only exceptional who has a chance to break the established order. If you keep going, you won't be able to go back to the world you used to be. Then let the world come to me. She smiled and stepped into the door of light, her back shining. Finale, brilliant and immortal. Decades later, a documentary was released throughout the Galactic Alliance of Civilizations under the title, Exceptional Subjects, Song Jinwen's 999 Universes. The documentary describes how the soul of an 18th tier artist finally crossed the limits of the gods, the universe, and itself through rebirth and choice, and became the free will fire of interstellar civilization. And in the final picture, at the edge of the universe, a figure stands at the end of time and whispers, "Whoever it is, I choose to be myself."